Chicago parking
What happened with
scammers,
this
man.
shit?
Bruh, you know what I think happened? Peep this, fellas. They actually applied for the legit job. And them motherfuckers probably got denied. I was like, nah, y'all got a felony. Nah, y'all ain't qualified. Nah. And they was like, okay, guess what we gonna do? You know, and they got together, they got organized. These fools got electric scooters, they got the vests, and they started scamming cats coming down to the, you know, in Chicago, coming down to the stadium and charging their asses for parking. And was like, yeah, if y'all want to go on over here, man, y'all gonna have to pay 20-something bucks. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, motherfuckers was giving their credit cards up.
See?
You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking they had the squares swiping whatever the fuck, and yeah, ripping these cats off. And I think the only reason why it's making such noise is they were affecting, you know, a certain demographic.
Real quick, Judy B says, yes, I was born in the 90s, but was raised up old school. The generation undermines is definitely terrifying. Yes. Shout out,
ma'am.
Judy B.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me, you know what, man? Let me say this.
You got the video?
All right.
Yeah, play this shit.
Take a look at these con men we caught in action using our cameras on the ground and a drone in the sky. Scooter riding scammers all around Guaranteed Rate Field, even on the highway. They're pretending to be parking attendants and ripping off drivers heading to a recent White Sox game.
As CBS 2 investigator Dave Savini found, this old scam has a new threatening twist when drivers refuse to pay up.
I'm Taylor, and they're on 35th. They're east of the expressway.
There they are.
You are watching a modern-day version of highway robbery.
The money.
An organized team of thieves on motorized scooters swindling travelers in the middle of rush hour on the Dan Ryan Expressway.
God
We
dang.
didn't see any like police nearby, so that made us even more nervous.
She still
We
looks
caught
scared.
them demanding $40 in cash in order to pass.
They don't let you turn right unless you pay them the money.
It's kind of an extortion in a way.
Ryan Cawley and his wife Jackie were heading to a Chicago White Sox game when they were surrounded.
I just remember he went around to my side of the vehicle, and he was swearing at Ryan because Ryan had said no. And then at that point, he started swearing really loudly and then started kicking the car.
The scammers pretending to be official White Sox parking attendants.
They had the yellow vests on, and they had a fistful of cash, which gives them, you know, the appearance that they're actually legit.
And they're on phones.
We were a little bit late.
So fucking scooters.
The game's already started. Here, give me $40 cash. There's no spots left. If you want to get a spot, you got to give me the money now. And I said, well, I don't have $40 in cash. And I thought, you know, the sign says credit debit. I have my credit card. He's like, no, man, that's not how it works. You need $40 cash. This is the last spot left. This is it. This is it.
And when you told them, no, I'm not going to pay it, they got aggressive.
Yeah. And I think that was around the time when he went around to the back and just started kicking us to get out.
And we've heard from other fans who have had their cars blocked, kicked, or punched. One woman reported to a traffic aide she was spit on when she refused to pay.
We hear from a lot of people who are mad about it.
Scott Reifert is the Chicago White Sox Vice President of Communications.
They're going the wrong way down the ramps and down the Dan Ryan.
Yeah.
He says they requested more police around the stadium for this season after we exposed another team of bogus parking attendants ripping off drivers last year.
White Sox parking, right?
White Sox.
No.
Selling parking tickets they had no right to sell on streets around the ballpark, even using an official White Sox parking sign to lure in fans who often end up getting parking tickets.
Stop. I told you. What happened was they went down there and they told them, you know, they tried to apply for the job and they got denied. And they said, fuck y'all. We know what the hustle is. We know what the get down is. All we need is the vest. And all we need is a couple of homies, and we could surround these cats. And look, they got on.
I've experienced this before, but it was a little different. But let me say this, man. That's because of these whack ass gun laws. let me. That's where I put. Listen, I put my faith in it.
I know where he's going. Go ahead, man.
They created a gun especially for this. That motherfucker the Cuddy can back me up. It's called a judge. A judge was made specifically for people motherfucker try to carjack you. It's a pistol. It's a revolver. That motherfucker shoot shotgun rounds. And I bet you if you had to pull the judge out, and as soon as he kicked the car, You let off one of his ass because you said it would have stopped there. Because listen, man, I don't have sympathy for motherfuckers who take advantage of people like this. And I'm gonna tell you something. They got these motherfuckers on cameras with drones and shit. They need to charge these motherfuckers with felonies, and they all need to do time because you surrounding people's cars. That's a form of terrorism, man. Making terroristic threats is extortion.
It's extortion.
And they need to hit these black motherfuckers with a RICO law. And when I say black motherfuckers, I love my own people, but that's what they are. They need to hit these motherfuckers with the RICO for doing that.
The terminology is with them. Look at these gangs. It's not a gang. That's organized crime.
That's organized crime.
Big difference.
But then again, well, gangs actually do organize. But you're right. That's what this is, because it is. This is a high level of organization. But it's still a White Sox signs and shit. You know what I mean? But I experienced this in Texas. It was different though. It wasn't this level. But I remember when I very first got to Texas, one of the first women I met there, me and this young girl went to this place called the Blues Palace, downtown Dallas. And I remember I seen this shit. I was like, look, this motherfucker's dancing in the street. Come to find these fucking crackheads.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you just have people like, yeah, you can park here, you can park here. And he was like, $3. And I'm like, this motherfucker got snot coming down his nose. This motherfucker looked like he ain't had a meal, and he got them, it's a different kind of chap on your lips when you hit that pipe. It's a different kind of chap lips. It was a pipe head. And I was like, I don't think. She's like, no, it's okay. She paid it. I didn't give a fuck. But that's a big thing in some of these places. They just find an open area. They'd be like, yeah, you can park there.
Yeah, I got jammed up too. Went out downtown Cleveland when the first times we went out, me, LOH, and one of her homegirls, because her dude worked for the radio station. And he's hosting. He was like, y'all just come on down. It's free parking after 8. We get down there and they got the booths and stuff down there. And some dude just sitting in the booth, no light on, whatever. And he was like, oh, that's $5. And me and old girl go to pay the money, and the chick that's from Cleveland was like, hell no, fuck that. She jumped out, stuck her head out the window, was like, yo, light ain't even on. What you talking about? It's free parking after 8 o'clock. It's on the radio. And he was like, shut up and just go, waiting for the next car, whatever. She called his ass out. I mean, immediately, it was just a $5 lick or whatever. But she was like, yo, light ain't even on, and he's sitting in the dark. Talk about that's $5. It was crazy when we wasn't up on it. And she was like, yeah, fuck him. It's free.
Old girl had terrified but tantalized look in her eye. That's the cool ass cuckold in her feet. Clean his face. Shout out to Cocaine.
He was sweating at me.
I'm gonna tell you another little thing when I got to Texas. This all before I met my wife. I remember pulling through the drive-thru at this bank. And the person in front of me stopped, and this woman got out. And she was like, you hit the back of my car. In my mind, I was like, bitch, I did? She was like, you hit the back of my car. Give me $20. I was like, man.
Wow.
But it was a car behind me. You know what I'm saying? And they could have been at the drive-thru or whatever, but I'm like, I'd stop for a minute because I looked at this bitch like, I was like, man, if I had my shit, I would shoot the shit out you right now. That's all I can think. Like if I had my 4006, I'd shoot the fuck out you right now for trying to play with me. But then I was like, you know what? What if this is a setup and somebody, because she was on the phone. Yeah. So I gave her the motherfucking 20. The bitch went on, and I could hear her say, oh my God, I didn't think it would work. Little bitch. So it's all kind of shit that people got to watch out for, man. But I hope they get every motherfucker on this.
That's why I need you to segue to the next one.
Yeah, segues, because I need to know what the next one is.
Oh shit.